family, friends, fans, and followers. Extreme Cream coming live from Briarwood, Queens on this chilly Saturday, December 6, 2025 evening. I hope you all are doing absolutely amazing, and this year has exceeded your expectations in the best way possible. For those of you who watched my post yesterday, you're aware that was my first video in over 2 months, and I was just recently released on November 3rd after spending 50 days at New York City's premier vacation destination, Rikers Island. Yes, you heard that right. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Rikers Island, here are a couple of facts. Rikers Island is the most violent county jail in America. More rapes, murders, and assaults happen on Rikers Island than any other county jail. It is also the second largest county jail after Los Angeles County. And it's built on an old slave plantation. The next logical question, why was I arrested, detained, and incarcerated for 2 months? For those of you who are unfamiliar with the rules and laws governing restraining orders, pay close attention. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, this will save you a lot of grief. When there's a restraining order in place, it means absolutely no contact, no communication, no texting, no emails, no phone calls, no messaging, no third-party contact, which means you can't have someone contact the person on your behalf. No contact means absolutely no contact. You can't even send a thumbs up emoji. That is considered a violation of the order of protection. It doesn't matter if what you're sending is positive, if it's motivational, if it has some type of intrinsic value as a resource, food resource, clothing resource, entertainment. No contact means absolutely no contact. And please, especially the men out there, pay close attention. No contact means no contact. With that said, I noticed that my ex-best friend was following me on my various social media platforms. I would get notifications. I assumed incorrectly that she wanted to stay updated with my life. So I started sending her links to my pop-up comedy, to my various citizen journalism reports, everything from the Sean Combs trial to the massacre at the Blackstone building, the West Indian Day parade, the No Kings rally against Trump, the Stop Starving Gaza protests for the Palestinians, and other social media posts. I started teaching myself prompt engineering by watching YouTube tutorials, trying to figure out the social media platform algorithm so I could have my content higher in the search. So I kept her in the loop. I would periodically send her links to food resource apps like Plentiful, entertainment like Eventbrite, Club Free Time, invitations to concerts like a Buena Vista Club Cuban music tribute, and things of that nature. I thought everything was going well, and we were on the road to repairing our friendship. But nothing could be further from the truth. On September 13th at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 officers from the 67th Precinct arrived in Briarwood, Queens with the intention to arrest me, which they did. I was arrested, detained, and transported to the 67th Precinct, in which it was brought to my attention that I was being arrested for violating a restraining order. And they told me who filed the formal criminal charges, and unfortunately, extremely disappointing to find out it was my ex-best friend. With that said, I was processed all the way to arraignment. I was given a $7,000 bail, and unfortunately, you can't bail yourself out. I didn't have my phone with me, so I couldn't remember any phone numbers to contact, which ultimately contributed to the 2 months I spent on Rikers Island. No one knew that I was there. Today is the first episode in a multi-part series detailing my experience from arrest to release and everything in between, and what I learned after spending 50 days on Rikers Island, and what I've learned about the nature of women. When I tell you that Rikers Island is literally the most violent county jail, the things I saw, I will never forget. The things I've experienced, I will never forget. And what I've learned, I will never forget. And for you men, please take heed. When there's a restraining order, do not violate it. You can't even send a thumbs up emoji. That's considered a violation and you will be arrested. It doesn't matter if it's positive, if it's motivational, if you're trying to help the person. No contact means absolutely no contact. Now, why did she do that? You would have to ask her. As I stated, there was nothing harassing, nothing menacing, nothing threatening. I thought we were getting along. She was following me on my various social media platforms. I was following her on some of her social media platforms. But she had other intentions. And unfortunately, I had to suffer the consequences of underestimating her. My ex-best friend and I, we both have restraining orders against each other. There was so much acrimony in our relationship after 8 years, it required legal intervention and a judicial dissolution to bring it to a lawful conclusion. As I stated, she went on with her life, I went on with mine. This is going to be a multi-episode series, and today is the first. Anyway, I'm glad to be back. I hold no animosity or ill will towards my ex-best friend. Wish her nothing but the absolute best. I'm not a hypocrite. Bad things don't happen if good isn't meant to come from it. I learned that from my grandmother. And I hope she's doing absolutely amazing, as I hope my ex-primary relationship, Jacqueline, is living her best life possible. And I wish her and her children nothing but the absolute best that life has to offer. In the next few days, I'll be releasing various episodes detailing my entire experience from arrest to release. With that said, let me get the hell out of here, because you can't imagine how long I've been trying to record this video. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. It's great to be back. Enjoy your weekend, and wish you nothing but the absolute best. Maximize your potential, your God-given talent. Don't make excuses, make adjustments, and save yourself, because no one is coming to save you. You only have this one life. Maximize your opportunity, your God-given talent and potential, and realize the life you've always dreamed of. Your best life is just a thought and an action away. Have a great night. Enjoy. Talk to you soon. Peace.